Hello, Adam here, playing some standard Magic the Gathering. The new Dominaria set came out, and we've got some cool new cards to try. So I'm doing a deck based around Johnny Sleeper Agent. It's called Cowabunga because we've got a few ninjas and such in the deck. So we've got Fang of Shigeki, nice little guy to make them not want to block for our other ninjas. Coiling Stalker, when he deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control that doesn't have a counter on it. Kappa Tech Wrecker, when he enters the battlefield with a death touch counter on it, and whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you can remove that counter, and if you do, exile an artifact or enchantment they control. So he's kind of nice to get in there and remove any nasty enchantments and artifacts that are running around in standard right now. And you can pick him back up with the Coiling Stalker to reset that. Master's Rebuke, nice removal spell for both creatures and planeswalkers, especially with these two Death Touch guys. Orochi Merge Keeper, adds mana, and if he has a counter on it, or if it's modified, which this deck counters are the only way to modify. I don't have any equipment or auras. Then it'll add 2 mana. Then we've got Shigeki, Snake Druid. You can pay 2 and return them from the battlefield to your hand to reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put a land from them onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest in your graveyard. And then you can pay 2 green and 2x to discard him and return X target non-legendary cards from your graveyard to your hand, which is really nice to get back some of the things that you might have had discarded or had lost earlier. 4 Timberland Guide, easy way to just modify creatures to get your Orochi Merge Keeper to add extra mana. Kodama, he has reach, 3/3. Modified creatures you control have trample, and then whenever they deal combat damage to a player, you get to search up a basic land, put it on the battlefield tapped. Very nice, especially with Kappa Tech Wrecker, automatically comes in with a counter, and then the Timberland Guide putting a counter on a guy to just tutor out all those extra lands you might have in your deck. Augur of Autumn, you can look at the top card of your library anytime, play lands from it. Coven, if you have 3 different powers for your creatures, you can actually cast creature spells. This deck is full of creature spells. I think the only non-creature spell is Master's Rebuke. Then we've got Sereth, given all your creatures hexproof, and if they're tapped, then they get Death Touch. And Ajani, so he's really nice because he gets to pump through your deck, drawing you a card most of the time with his +1. But he also can put counters on all your guys, giving him vigilance, making it for big attacks. And if you do get to his ultimate, then all these creatures that you're getting to cast will get poison counters on your opponent. So 5 cast creature spells and you win the game. So that works really well with Augur of Autumn. And with all these guys bouncing things back to your hand, you can bounce something and then cast it, getting that cast trigger again. Defiler of Vigor. He's also another new card from Dominaria. It's Trample. He's a 6/6 for 5, which is a very, very reasonably costed card. As an additional cost to cast green permanent spells, you may pay 2 life. Those spells cost green less to cast if you paid life this way. It can only reduce it by 1, and it's only the green. Whenever you cast a green permanent spell, you put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So this is really good, and this is why the curve is typically so low in this deck. Then some interesting ones that I put in there. Springleaf Avenger, 5 mana 6/5 with ninjutsu. When he deals combat damage to a player, return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Nice recursion for any of the stuff in the yard that you want to get back. And he hits really hard. And lastly, the new Silverback Elder, 5/7 for 5, also really reasonably casted, aggressively cost card. But whenever you cast a creature spell, choose one, destroy an artifact or enchantment, Look at the top 5 cards of your library, put a land from among them onto the battlefield tapped, and or you gain 4 life. So, I'm just looking to get a lot of creatures out there, cast a lot of creatures, and hopefully win the game that way. So let's hop into some games. All right, opening hand. We've got 2 Coiling Stalkers, a couple of lands. I'd say this is keepable. Hopefully we draw one more land for this Kodama. Nice. Get a 1-drop out there. Opponent on blue-black, playing a tapped land, so they might be... They look like they are a domain deck. So I am going to... I really want to be able to get in with that. So let's ninjutsu. And we'll get our counter. There's a good argument that I should have played the Merge Keeper to make sure that I am able to play my 3-drop to next turn. But I believe that just getting in will be fine. And they're blocking, perfect. Alright, play the Merge Keeper and pass the turn. Should have played that pre-combat. That way if they didn't block, then I would have been able to put a counter on it, because Coiling Stalker is worded very weirdly. It only puts a counter on something if it has no counters. Alright, well they have that, so I'm just going to throw down an Ajani here while the board is empty. Basically empty.
You're all part of the great
and we'll take up. Perfect. I do want to land, so we'll just leave that on top. Now they know I want to land, but that is perfectly fine by me.
I could sneak right by, but I'm itching to...
Your struggle.
Kaito. Okay.
Thanks.
Can't really do anything about that. Their things get bigger. So we're going to play a land. I'm going to play my Fang again. And then I'm going to play Kodama. Probably should have ticked up Ajani first.
Reinforcements.
Yeah, I do want Boseiju. We'll be able to get rid of their wedding festivity. European festivity nightmare. This song has been stuck in my head ever since I heard it. I don't even remember the name of the band that plays it, but you know. Alright. Obscura Charm blowing up our dude. We will trade. Go to 1 on Ajani. I would like to have the card advantage as much as possible. And they have their card advantage, so let's see. Let's tick up Ajani first, see what we got on top. Move that to the bottom. And we will play our Fang of Shigeki. And I think that we will also play out our Coiling Stalker. No, let's hold back, and then we'll plan to destroy the wedding festivity and see what they've got. We have Master Rebuke in our back pocket, so if we want to, we can kill their guy. Especially if they tick up.
Let's clean up this town.
Okay, sweet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you deal damage to you, so you don't get a counter. You don't get to attack. So Kaito will be drawing and discarding instead of just straight up drawing. Nice, nice.
I've got all kinds of connections.
All right. I think I want to play Augur of Autumn first here, and then take up Ajani. That way if I have a land on top, I can play it right away. Perfect. And then with Ajani, I can tuck the land away. Perfect.
We have allies everywhere.
Alright, and now we get to swing in at Kaito, I believe. See if they block. They don't. Well, ninjutsu.
Don't you see?
Oh, it's only when deals damage to a player, but we got to knock him down 2 instead of 1. So now we can't make another ninja so easily, and he's very close to being dead.
Show him what you got.
Our Ajani is going to die here, which is a bummer, but interesting. Interesting. Okay. I have not seen many Zur
The
decks.
enemies of perfection win this battle.
Wandering Emperor, gonna exile our Quelling Stalker. No, he's gonna make a dude.
I'm home. Guards, to me.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's destroy that. My first order of business. Play everything out, and no attacks. Things are not looking good for us. We really want to draw
This is
a
my city, and I'm going to
ooh.
protect it.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come for Off you go.
Alright, so what can we draw to get out of this? This is looking really
We
bad.
must protect the people.
Lots of planeswalkers, lots of planeswalkers. Got off to a slower start than I guess we could have, and now it's biting us in the back. Boom. Alright, I think that's game actually. Because we're going to take 2. Okay, choose not to attack. Draw the card, but we know we're getting a Kappa attack wrecker. And then that seals the deal. That is a very good deck. Lots of planeswalkers, and now a 6/6 hexproof dude. So yeah, let's just call it there. And that is unfortunate. On to the next one. Alright, here we are with our Cowabunga deck. This hand looks pretty good. We've got a turn. I wish this was untapped. I think we still keep this, and we'll go for a slower start. So play this tapped to guarantee we have a turn 2 play. Alright. So we will play this, and then we can Coiling Stalker and pass the turn. They immediately cut him down. Before your time. Let's play Kodama. Cutdown has been a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Alright, so we're going to play Timberland Guide, Get the counter on Kadama and swing in. Pull out a forest. And they seem to be straight up Esper colors. I think we're gonna hang on to Fang to play with Defiler. That'll be the hope. No reason to put him on the board. He's just a 1/1, and they're not gonna be playing a lot of creatures. That would be a good reason to play it. We will still get to kill Wandering Emperor on the swing back with Timberland Guide.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
So let's swing in and let's get out Springleaf Avenger. Definitely killing her.
I'll be back.
Doesn't do damage to a player, so we don't get to get back our Coiling Stalker, but still feels pretty good. Still feels pretty good. If we draw a land here, we are in business. No land, no business. Okay, well, I still think we play Kadama, but let's do it after we attack and kill Sorin. Just more mana efficient to just play him. They know we have the guide, and a land just puts us over the top. And they still don't have... Okay, exile all of our stuff. Farewell. Alright, let's play Merge Keeper. Timberland Guide, put a counter on it. And this guarantees if they don't wipe the board with a Meat Hook Massacre, then
This is a serious situation. We can still have
then we'll be in business.
and some think time on
Alright, so let's play Defiler of Vigor. And then we can play this. We can just play it with our own mana. Then we'll just swing at it to Fairy.
more cunning than I thought.
Farewell again.
Nothing like a change of plans to keep
A land would be nice, but Ajani Sleeper Agent's gonna be good here. Just play it out. Draw a card.
Until the multiverse is one, we will fight. Join us in perfect harmony.
Alright, that's what we're looking for. Play this on 3. No, I think we just play out Ajani again. See what they've got. Because we can't play Defiler into anything else.
Join us
Use
peacefully.
this to hopefully draw a
We need
card.
not fight.
Perfect. We got a Fang.
Reinforcements are near.
And I think I'm fine just playing out Fang of Shigeki here. That way, if we can get some stuff going together, next turn we'll be able to kill Teferi. Or we force him to have a removal spell for a 1/1 Death Touch Snake. Sneaky boy. They might cash him in. No, they're gonna tap to untap for no reason. Okay. I think the best play here, we could tick up Ajani. I need another land to be able to do some other things. So he knows we have Augur of Autumn. What we could do is we play Augur. Yeah, let's play Augur, see what's on top. See if we want to tick up with Ajani. We don't want to tick up with Ajani. We want to tick down. Give him enough counters that he can kill Teferi.
Phyrexia's might courses through you.
Swing and kill Teferi. Okay, they're gonna make a blocker.
Feel the energy of guards to me.
Excellent. And I don't see any reason to play Timberland Guide, so we're just gonna sit back and wait. Because if they have a board wipe, then we're in a bad position. And I want to have some cheap stuff to play with the Filer. Yep, board wipe, here it is. Okay. Picking up, looking for stuff. These control decks have been a brutal pain in the tuchus. So let's tick up, see what we get. I do want to land.
Every day more rally to our glorious cause.
And then let's play Timberland Guide. He's gonna get a counter on himself. We're gonna Master's Rebuke. We're gonna target you, and we're gonna get rid of Teferi.
It's only a matter of time.
Excellent. Okay, so one Planeswalker down, one to go. They have another Teferi. At least he's not that bad of a Teferi. He does have some good card advantage, and the fact they've been wiping the board like crazy. Okay, there goes Ajani. It's been a bit of a bummer.
Let your blade do the talking.
I think we want to play Defiler here, because we'd rather keep Silverback Elder. You know what? No, let's play Silverback Elder. Let's see what we can get. Wipe the board. Or just a simple removal spell. Well, boom, boom, boom. Invoke Despair has been a card that is way better than the other cards in that cycle. The green one was, I mean, it's okay. The white one is really good, but mainly with the Valamachus combo, but that rotated. And then the blue one just steals a... Did it steal a permanent or steal a creature? Okay, let's play Defiler of Vigor. And hope that we draw something good. Actually, I just realized Teferi's gonna make it so they can just exile Defiler with the Wandering Emperor. So we might be toast here. Oh, they have stall for time, so they can just do it this way.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Okay. Can we draw something to get out of this? They're gonna dig. They have a full hand. It's not looking good. Come on. Come on. Boom. Let's destroy the Celestis. Give them a land for their artifact, but now they can't be drawing more cards just whenever they want to, all willy-nilly. Willy-nilly. Yes, the Wandering Emperor has been also a very good card. Alright, they can read ahead. They're going to read ahead and get their stun lock, and we are dead. Oh, nope, Invoke Despair instead. That also works. Yeah. See ya. GG. On to the next one. Alright, another game with Cowabunga, my ninja token, or ninja counter matters deck. This hand looks keepable. Turn 1, Fang of Shigeki. Turn 2, most likely do a Merge Keeper. Just to make sure we can hit our 3-drop on time. swing in. Nope, no Coiling Stalker. I believe the right play is to get the Mana Dork out there first, and then we can see what we can do later. Tenacious Underdog, eh? Alright, well, let's play a land. And then let's swing in. You want to block? No? Okay. Well, I'm going to put in this dude. He's really big. And he hits you really hard. Answer the Springleaf Avenger. He's an insect ninja. Well, he had a good life. Alright. Let's go with an Augur of Autumn, see what's on top. Here's a land, perfect. And then, well, Fang of Shigeki. Fang of Shigeki. Pass the turn. Next turn we'll be able to play Kodama and have 3 different powers. Nope, we will not have 3 different powers. Oh, we can still have 3 different powers. Yeah, I'm not gonna block. Let's play the land. Let's play Kodama. And I think I want to attack, and I'm gonna bring her back just so if there's another board wipe, I don't want her to die. She is very good source of card advantage and will beef up Kodama to make it harder to meat hook massacre him. Don't want to massacre my boy. Okay, then murder my boy. That's rude. Why would you do that? Alright, well, let's play you. And then let's play our land for the turn. And swing in. Putting a counter on her. And then we will play Merge Keeper. Now we have 3 different types. Keep Fang in hand to play around another board wipe. Hero's Downfall. Black and blue. I'm getting beat black and blue. So with this, we can play Fang of Shigeki and punch him in the face. I think we just punch him in the face with both of our guys. We'll put a counter on the Stalker, and we will leave back everything else. Don't play anything. That way we have removal. You're gonna cut me down. Okay. I'm gonna cut you down. No, you. Okay, we still lose our Coiling Stalker. But ooh, I wish I did not do that. Play Fang of Shigeki, pass the turn. That's what I get. That's why we were holding that back in our hand. Alright, they're getting destroyed by my Death Touch guy. Ooh, we draw a card. Okay, this has been the best showing of this deck so far, but we have been getting our butts handed to us left and right by all of these. Alright, that'll do it. That is unfortunate. Alright, can this deck pull off 1 win? I just want 1. We're going to keep this. Gonna play the Merge Keeper. We're gonna Timberland Guide to give it a counter. Ramp out this Augur of Autumn. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Really need a white source for this Ajani sleeper agent. Are they killing my Merge Keeper? I certainly hope not. They are killing my Merge Keeper. So with that, I believe the play is to play Timberland Guide. Put a counter on himself. That way, next turn we can play Augur of Autumn, and if there's a land on top, we can play it right away. And if not, then we know what we've got coming for our sleeper agent. Alright, Boseiju. Alright. Let's play Augur. Play the plains. And no attacks. Alright, Toshiro flips. Memory of Toshiro. Pay a life, add a black, spend it to cast an instant or sorcery spell only. Alright, so Augur of Autumn showing us we got Kodama on top, that's nice. I think the correct play is to play Sleeper Agent. I don't see us attacking in to try to get some lands yet. And not gonna block. You have it. You have it. Alright, so playing Ajani here. They'll know that we have the Defiler of Vigor because we're gonna tick up and
You're
draw
all
it.
part of the great machine that is Phyrexia.
Perfect.
Join us.
No land on top, so we'll play Boseiju. And we're not going to attack. Let's see if they're going to attack in. But we have our Defiler Vigor, and we are ready to start smacking. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. We have 4. This deck is looking a lot less deadly than the stuff that we've been playing against, but don't want to sleep on it.
Is but a momentary failure of flesh.
Twisted Embrace. That is a card I like. No blocks. Alright, so we get our Merge Keeper. I think the play here is we play... We don't have a land. I really want to... be able to kill some other stuff. So we can Merge Keeper, Master's Rebuke, kill one of their dudes. That seems fine to me. We don't need to play Kodama yet. And we will punch a dude in the face. This sets up if Merge Keeper lives, then we can Defiler of Vigor to play multiple things in a turn. Especially once it gets a counter after we play the first spell. But we're going to kill one of their dudes. That seems like a very good thing to kill. Because things will get very out of hand. How are you attacking? I think the correct thing to do here is to kill one of your snakes. And I'm going to do just that. Creature I control, creature I don't control. He's going to punch it. They do have 1 black mana available with their Toshiro. Not sure why they're hanging back with the rest of the stuff. But I'm going to do no blocks. See if we get a land on top. We don't. Okay, so Defiler of Vigor. They knew about it. Play this. Everything gets a counter. And let's put another counter on. Let's put on the Augur of Autumn. Try to make as big a wall as possible. And no attacks. Next turn is when we get to start doing some big attacks. See what they've got going on. Hopefully they're not the kind of players that have the board wipe in their creature heavy deck. You get a counter. Get to bring back their snake. Get to grow another dude with their snake. Generous visitor. So we don't lose much on that. So a green-black enchantment deck. Interesting. Most of the enchantment decks that you see are green-white. But you do get a lot of these... yeah, this is just interesting, because this one would typically be the one that gives your guys +1/+1 for each enchantment you control. So this seems like a more grindy one, where the other one's a more explosive one. Alright. So we are going to play this from the top. Not paying any life. Make our guys big. Play this from the top. Not paying any life. Make our guys big. Get a land. Excellent. We could play Ajani. We don't want to. Play another Fang. Technically could be paying life still. Don't wanna. Play Kadama. All of our stuff has trample. And then we're just gonna do a big swing and say math is for blockers. They get to kill a lot of our stuff. Would it be more advisable to hang back with more things? Very likely. But they're going to kill Defiler of Vigor, and they're going to kill Augur of Autumn. Which means they'll be taking 12, 18, and then they've got 12, 18, 29, 37, 5, 7, 30, 4, 26, 2, so they can be at 2 life if they block with everything. They really should have accrued the Bank Buster, because Reckoner Bank Buster, where does it say your crew cost? Okay, definitely want to kill the Menace guy first. And yeah. 5. Yep. I did mess that up a little bit. I could have killed the 5 power or 5 toughness guy, but they didn't block with everything, so they die. So hey, we got 1 win. Woo! Work on our way up to Platinum 1 again. Back when I started this, it was a lot closer. We are trying to cowabunga our way to victory with Turtle Ninjas and Ajani Walkers. This hand is a little on the slow side due to tap land and Beseju, but I think we can keep. And the plan will actually be to forego the Fang and just play a Kappa Tech Wrecker on turn 2. Play this out. Going against a black deck. Cut down. It is a solid 1-drop removal. Alright, we do not draw another land. Let's play our Wrecker and plan on blocking. We get cut down again. Reckoner raid. Interesting to see that. Maybe play Fang of Shigeki here over Augur, because I don't want to miss out on playing a land if they just kill her outright. If she gets cut down. March, okay. So they're missing land drops too. But we are in a bad space. So let's play Augur, hope for a land on top. We get the land. Play the Fang. We got another land coming our way, so Defiler of Vigor next turn. Excellent. We could also play Ajani if we wanted to, but we don't. We want to Defile. Okay, takes care of the Fang. Swings in for 2. No biggie. Land off the top. Defiler of Vigor. Pass the turn. He's a little too big for the meat hook and for the cut down, but not too big for the Liliana.
A fight? And you
Are
think
we
you can
discarding or are you
win?
making me sacrifice? Okay, well I will sacrifice the Augur of Autumn.
Haven't you ever heard of personal
Twist my
space?
arm, why don't ya? Okay, so we'll play the land. I think we defile. Do we defile? We defile Timberland Guide? Or do we Ajani Timberland Guide? I think we Timberland Guide first. Put the counter on himself. And you know what? This is more card advantage, so we're gonna play it. Defiler is gonna get discarded if we don't attack Liliana.
Papa, shk-i masak.
I want to give my guys vigilance this turn. Am I afraid of a board wipe? No. So up to 3. Get them both to have vigilance. Make you a little bigger.
Excise.
Kill Liliana.
worthy.
They can play another one if they want.
Fine. I know
But
when I'm
now-
not wanted.
Now we've got some blockers. Okay, we don't have some blockers. So we're
Those
gonna make
who
a
get in my
sacrifice, or
way
do you make me
tend
discard
to
my last
regret it.
card?
I've always hated crowds.
Are you killing Ajani? Yes, you are.
We will return stronger than before.
So 4, 5, 6. It puts us at 4 life, which is dangerously low. But sometimes you gotta live dangerously. Living on the edge. Oh, it reduces it twice if we wanted it to. That's cool. And, yeah, I'm gonna swing at you. Oh, that was very dumb of me. What was I thinking? They have a meat hook massacre. I paid all my life. What was I thinking? Alright, well. We're taking damage. This This is gonna really hurt. Down to 2. And Braids finishes us off, right? Yep. Well, that could have been handled way better. So what did we learn today playing Cowabunga? My version of an Ajani / Defiler of Vigor deck, trying to use ninja snakes and ninja turtles. Turtle ninjas and turtle snake ninjas. Well, it kind of fell short. The curve felt right. It just was not able to match up against all the Lilianas and the Sheoldreds of the format right now in Standard. And I was surprised we went against so many decks that were centered on black, but their removal just proved again and again that you gotta be a little more resilient to that, which I thought Ajani would help by being able to draw cards all the time. We might have fared a little bit better if we had found Sereth, giving us some hexproof. But then again, you have the Meat Hook Massacre takes care of the entire board, and we saw with the Planeswalker deck where they were able to just exile everything turn after turn. But the things that performed really well in the deck were Augur of Autumn, which I would definitely bump up to a full playset of her, and paired with Ajani, being able to get the top of your deck moving, and the ability with Coven and his ability to put counters on stuff to make sure that you do hit Coven is very nice. Defiler of Vigor really pulled his weight as well, being able to just pump the entire team in 1 or 2 turns and just swing the game, as we saw in our 1 win today. Kodalmo definitely pairs well with all of these. I'd say that the whole deck would be better if you just replaced all of your ninjas with some humans. So I'm gonna try a human tribal deck with this next time and see how that works out. Didn't really get to see too much of Silverback Elder. Could have sequenced things a little differently in that last game there. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.